Alright. And there we go. In writing. There we go. Hello, 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 everybody. Hello. Hello, Internet lands. You are late. Hello, Maya. Welcome, welcome in. You are late. Punishment incoming, eh? Am I late? I guess. Oh, maybe I am, yeah. I probably started about 5 minutes after 7. How long have I been up? I'm always late, Maya. What's new? I feel like I'm always late on these things. I'm joking. How are you doing, Maya? How is life? I'm still trying to. I still feel like I live in a void. I don't even know. Half the time, I don't even know what day it is anymore. Whew. But I'm going to be working on some chill stuff tonight. Tonight is going to be me doing DnD campaign prep for the next big campaign I'm running for my friends, my family and friends. Especially since I don't have the mental energy to actually like work on any of the scripts I'm working on right now. I'm still too fried. So figured I would start with something chill. But on the upside, it's actually a good thing you're here, Maya, because I know you had called out the Witcher soundtrack a while ago when I was working on I can't remember. I think I was working on the Western, so I figured I would throw on some Witcher music since I needed some good fantasy music to put on in the background. Maya, I Oh boy. All right. Let's see here. We still got. Oh, the ad is in progress. That makes sense. I always try to run the ads like right when they start. Boop. There we go. Bum 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 bum. But let's see here. What am I doing? What am I trying to update here? I was like, why is my desktop audio being funky? Is it that quiet? It's like it was not even registering on OBS. Alright. Apparently my audio levels were getting all funky. Alright, well, figure we can probably just go ahead and get started once I can figure out what the hell I'm doing. Let's see here. Oh, it's just that quiet. I wonder why the levels are that low. Let's see here. I've made developments in the magic and power systems for Outsiders. Oh, awesome. You're just adjusting just the magic system, essentially how the magic and power. How does the power system work in your story? I remember you talking about the magic system because I think you've done some you've tweaked that a few times, if I can remember. But how does your power system work? Is it like powers as in like essentially people have like innate powers that they can use that's separate from the magic system that essentially works in a different way? Alright, well, let me go ahead and what am I doing here? Oh god. bring you down. The princess is screaming. All right. I know. You're fine. Actually, let me look. Can I look at my audio channels? Advanced audio properties. Which one? I need to rename all these. Oh, okay, so desktop audio 2 is stream only. Okay. Got it. So desktop audio, we want to mute that and bring you up. There we go. All right, cool. We'll switch over music. Ba-bam. I need to rename all my OBS stuff. Because Lord knows it's never good when you've got this music playing and then the next thing you know, they get mad at you. They get very mad. Okay, what's going on? Okay, alright, I guess you're just not going to do that. Alright. Okay. There we go. Stop. It's not what I want you to do. All right. By power system, by both magic users and physical fighters. Okay. So it's like a separate. It's like a separate. Oh, both magic. Oh, okay. So okay. Okay, so the power system just covers all of it, and then the magic system is like obviously its own unique system. Although I could play the Baldur's Gate soundtrack in the background too. The Baldur's Gate soundtrack is super good as well. Like up there with The Witcher. What? Princess, you are fine. What? She is being fussy tonight. Come on. You can come up here. Come hang out. There you go. Alright. Oh my god. You're fine. Do-do-do. Alright, there we go. Alright. Maybe bring the music down just a hair, just in case. Okay, so the power ranking goes Initiate, Journeyman, Adept, Savant, Paragon, Ascendant. Cool. This ranking applies to both magic and physical fighters. Okay, cool. So it's like, yeah, it's a ranked system. It's always interesting to me. Fighters have different styles they use now. Okay, it's so interesting because like for like isekai, I guess isekais are kind of like, at least modern isekais are all, you know, everything's built into a video game, but it's like you're almost building your own like game system in the world building. I don't know, it's an interesting way to I'm very fascinated by it, like building like structured tier rank systems the way you would see in like a tabletop RPG or a video game in like a fantasy book or like a fantasy story. But that is like a staple to isekai, isn't it? I'm pretty sure, well, at least modern isekai. I don't think it was so much back in the old days of it, but it's interesting. Let's see. Mages have different classes of magic now. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, Phoenix for fire, Leviathan for water. Oh, cool. So yeah, you're just doing like cool mythical creatures that are like associated with a particular element for magic. Pretty much modern isekai. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Hello, princess. You're fine. Just settle. I'm just gonna attack the mic. Custom mythical creatures I have to explain to. So are they different? Are they are you like doing your own versions of those creatures? like that are more tied directly to the world and the lore. Oh, some are from your world. Oh, cool. Okay, so some are unique to the world. Okay, cool, cool. So you just get to make them up and kind of have your own thing. Oh God, what is happening? Sometimes this stupid thing, just everything vanishes. There we go. Okay. Let's see. Like Phoenix and Leviathan are patrons that correspond with said element. Gotcha. Okay. There we go. Now bring you up. There we go. Leviathan, the patron for healing magic is Alfman, the creator of healing magic. Okay. Cool. And that's your own. That's your own creation, I assume. I'm not familiar with that name, so it sounds okay. Cool. Yeah. 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 I assume so. Cool. Okay. So you're like still. What did you have before? Like, how is this just more fleshed out than what you had initially done? These patrons don't give the power. They're just used to class. Oh, to class the magic. Got it. Okay. Okay, it's just fleshed out. Got it. Got it. Patrons don't give the power. They're just used to class the magic. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's not like divine magic or something where you have to like pray to get the magic from the god of that type of magic. It's just it's a clarifying thing. Gotcha. That's cool. I mean, that's cool. It's cool that you're fleshing out. It's definitely very like it's got that like that modern like that kind of that modern isekai like it's clearly structured like a like the game mechanics themselves are actually in the world in terms of the lore. Like they express themselves in the lore as well than just random like game mechanics. Plus, a Phoenix Mage just sounds sick as fuck. I mean, yeah, that's cool. I mean, that's essentially a Phoenix Mage is pretty cool. That's one of the things I really liked about the most recent Final Fantasy 16, was that the Phoenix is kind of the because they have their icons slash summons, like all Final Fantasy games do. But they make one like each person has their own dedicated one, and Joshua is sort of the Phoenix. He's kind of a Phoenix mage a little bit because he's a spellcaster that does cool magic with the Phoenix, and so it's cool. Yeah, I mean like Phoenix mage stuff just sounds dope. Oh yeah, she's a savant level Phoenix mage. She fucks shit up. Awesome. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah. Yeah, it's always and Phoenix is very cinematic. It's always just the coolest thing you can describe as a flaming bird rising from ashes. It's just cool. It's just it's why Phoenix is so popular. What classic class is Joshua? You mean like what Final Fantasy classic class? I mean Final Fantasy like Joshua would be he would probably be the white mage. Um Whoa, what the fuck just happened? We just got a follower and a follower goal just happened. Who did that? What special person did that? Mr. Decat. Welcome in, Ooga Booga. Welcome in. How's it going? How's it going? Thank you so much. Was that you? Where's my thing? That is you. Well, thank you so much for the follow, Mr. Decat. It was very kind of you. Then Clive would be a red mage, huh? Yeah, I mean like a red mage slash fighter. I mean he's mostly a fighter, but because they're kind of all they kind of absorb all the classes because there are no full class. There are the class. There's not a full party, so like each like the characters kind of have to embody for the most part, um, all of them. But Joshua is definitely very mage centric, almost exclusively mage centric. Clive is like Cloud meets a red mage, and then he ends up getting all the powers of the summons anyway. So at that point, he becomes like Yuna from Final Fantasy X meets Cloud. Um, Slow. I spent all my writing time watching nerd stuff. I mean, we all do that. That's all of us for the most part. We all spend a lot of time watching and talking nerd stuff. I definitely, it's very easy for me to get distracted and start going down the nerd pipeline. Maya, I can't wait to ask, where'd the cat go? I mean, you can literally say that now when the princess leaves, and it makes sense. Although, actually, where did the cat go? I don't know. She ran off somewhere. She'll be back. She'll be back to yell at me. All right. Ba. Yes, but we are going to be just starting our writing time for the evening. Even though I'm just working on a D&D campaign right now. I'm not any of the screenwriting, all that stuff is going to start next week, since I'm still just fried from the past 2.5 weeks of my life, which were utterly insane. So I am going to be working on my new D&D campaign. I'm going to run for everybody. And yeah. So hopefully, what kind of stuff do you write, Mr. DeCat? What's your preference? Novel, screenplay, poetry, and fantasy, sci-fi, romance, drama. Let's see here. My cat yells at me every time I fuss the dog. Yeah, I have two cats, and they definitely vie for attention. They get very, very petty. It's just how it goes. Maya, are you saying you're done with Tiki Talks? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's over. I had to when I went to the wedding over the weekend. I had to, I actually had to hand it off because they were still doing changes that Friday. Um, and I had to hand it off to a buddy of mine to finish that because I had to drive from LA to Portland on Friday, which is a 16-hour drive. So I was like, I literally cannot postpone this trip for this job any longer. But I think it's done. I think that is done now. And then, of course, right after I got back from I got back from Portland on Monday, and then Tuesday I had to do. I was filming an event for it was for like inner city kids. Like it's like a health, anti-suicide thing for inner city kids, and I was the floor camera, so I was the guy operating the camera amongst the convention hall where all the people are sitting and doing activities. But that ended up turning into a 16, 17-hour day. So I was just fried by the end of that. And then, yeah, yesterday and today I've just had an awful tension headache. So I think I must have messed something up in my back, either from driving or from that. So I'm just mentally pretty exhausted. So I probably won't get back to working on any of the screenplays till next week. My fucking good. Yeah, that TikTok job almost killed me. That was brutal. It's been a long time since I've had to work a job like that. That was rough. Mr. DeCat, always fantasy. Copy that. Awesome. It's a novel, current one, tragic romance, Japanese fantasy with action. Oh man. Okay, that sounds rad as hell. I mean, I am all for tragic Japanese romances. I mean, either tragic or happy. I'm all into that. Oh man. I think like a perennial thing for me would have been the nerdiest and most like anime thing ever would have been when I was watching the X OVAs when I was super into Rurouni Kenshin. Because that's super sad. That story is super sad. So tragic. I guess that's historical action, not so much fantasy, but always hit the heartstrings for me. Always. I do enjoy a good like tragic romance. There's something deeply cathartic about it. Let's see. Also, Also, if I type anything weird, it's cat walking on keyboard again. I understand. We all. Everybody here understands this is the life we live as cats walking on keyboards. Um, let's see. Everyone will die, but the main character. Yeah, that sounds pretty tragic. That definitely has got the tragic vibes, tragedy vibes. Although sometimes, I mean, what is more tragic? Is it the sacrifice where everybody, the promises of a future are cut short by the main character sacrificing themselves and dying? Is that more cathartic and tragic than, say, like everybody else in their life dying and then they're doomed to sort of continue on? It's like the Mad Max scenario, where everybody in Mad Max's life perishes or goes insane and he's just sort of doomed to wander the desert. Um, you know, Cowboy Bebop has a little bit of that too. These people, everybody, and it's people that everybody in their lives has either betrayed them or died, and they kind of come together for a short period of time, kind of rediscovering their humanity, but they're still all trapped by their past. I don't know. It's always, I don't know. It's sometimes it's difficult to find what's meatier. Um, Almost everyone. Anyway, got it. Main character helps love interest kill herself and mine alongside. Oh my god, is that helps them kill themselves? Ugh. Is that like they have to? Are they like honor bound or something? Or they have to like sacrifice themselves for something? That just sounds awful. Oh, gotcha. Okay, yeah. So you're doing the whole honor bound sacrifice. Oof. That sounds rough. That sounds rough. That does sound rough. Although, one of my favorite films ever made involves that. It's a very different vibe. It's actually very critical of like honor bound suicide. But uh uh but um but yeah, it's called Harakiri. It's directed by one of my favorite Japanese filmmakers. Uh, it's very very good. It's very 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 good. I highly recommend. If you're into that, I highly recommend it. Um, and they made two. I think they remade Harakiri, but the original Harakiri is a lot better than the remake. The second novel, if I get that far, I'm sure you will. I'm sure you will. Um, will be the aftermath of that. The after the let's see here. Yes, the with the after yes, that my brain turns off. I'm not working on novel. Yes, my brain turns off. Oh, and I got you. I got you. Yeah, how far are you? The here I'll type in the. There you go. Let me see if I can. It's from 1960. It's from 1962, and I highly recommend it. Kobayashi is the director's name. Oh, I forgot to mention too. I'm starting a secondary project. Awesome. That will be a sci-fi anime-esque military mech book. Okay, well it's mech. I'm all in for that. That sounds cool. I am a someday I will attempt to do a mech story. That's like one of those like golden, the mountain I once would like. That's the Everest I would like to climb someday, is to do like a proper mech in my own way. Make it work. So I'm all into that. That will have a mix of mildly over-the-top boots-on-the-ground combat with mech used by the main character. Very cool. Yeah, that's cool as hell. Chapter 1 is done, and alongside full outline and start of Chapter 2. Awesome. So you're still early on for the story, but you're building up to it. Do you outline the whole story, Mr. Decat? Do you outline the whole thing, or are you outlining by chapter? Alongside full outline and start of chapter. Okay, I'm assuming by full outline, the whole story's outlined, or at least most of it. I'll send you the first chapter, but like with Outsiders, it won't be complete action. Action will be well earned rather than given. That's always good. Earn the action. So it's the Miyazaki. The thing I always loved about Miyazaki with the clap and the space between the claps, man. Like the way he structures his movies, you always need that time between the sort of movement elements of the plot, um, for people to like contemplate for truth, because that's where you can let your characters really shine. Mecha story inspires me. Darling in the Franks. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Okay, I had to write a romance after that. This is the first. This is the first outline. Okay, gotcha. Okay, yeah. First outline, got it. Maya, Silver Monsters is the song. Yes, it is. Yep. It's all. This is all for you, Maya. It's all for you. Since I know when I was writing the western, I had I had the I think it was the soundtrack to Yellow Jackets going on, and you had mentioned it, so I figured since I'm doing D&D prep tonight, I'll do some Witcher. My first outline ever. I mean, congrats, Mr. DeCat. That's huge. Your first outline ever is fantastic. My Borderlands, yeah. Oh, Exit Mark, welcome in. Oh, Stretch, thank you, Exit Mark. All right, Stretch. Even though I'm just starting. Okay. Oh God. All right. Love that Witcher song. Yeah. Last one was without an outline. Is a messy. That happens. It's easy to get lost, especially in a novel without an outline. Hello. Hope everyone's doing well. Thank you, Exit Mark. Hope you are doing well as well. Yeah, we're doing all right. I am still recovering from the shit show that was the last few weeks of my life. So today's just dipping toes back into trying to get some work done. But yeah, I probably won't start working on any screenplay stuff till next week. Because I still have a bunch of, I still gotta like clean my house and get everything set up. I've been gone and too busy. Gotta catch up on adult stuff. Maya looks away. Yeah, outlines. Totally use them. That could also be why you're doing so much. You have to do so much rewriting, Maya. But yeah, I don't know. You probably outlining. You're just doing it in your head versus actually writing it down. Some people do that. Some people can outline in their head and they're totally fine. It just depends. Okay. I do the outline in my head. Yeah, I some people do that for sure. Oh. And that's totally normal. You have to remember everyone's process is different. Some people require very detailed outlines, like moon runes, or some of them, they can do these crazy outlines. Some people don't. Some people can just make it work. It's not like I'm gung ho without any reference. I've thought about it endlessly for 3 years. Yeah. You're particularly Outsiders. You can tell is way more. It does not feel like it lacks direction or outline, or like it hasn't been outlined, or you don't know where you're going with it. When you read it, it's very clear, what you're doing. Also, my story based on the first ever English samurai. My story is based on the first ever English samurai in real life. Okay, so, so MC is main character is Wester. My use the first ever black samurai in real life. Oh, I know. Okay, yeah. I know what you're talking about. I've read about that. Yeah, all the non-Japanese samurais that existed, which there were. Yeah, and I do. In that one, I do believe there was more than one black samurai, if I recall. I'd have to look it up, but I do remember. Let's see. When I get there. Typos everywhere. Don't worry about it. As long as I can figure it out for the most part, you're solid. Maya, also a gold cock ring has appeared in the 13th. Good Lord, Maya, why? Who knows why? Don't answer that question. Jesus. I hope it's a oh, what do they call it? MacGuffin. I just hope it's a MacGuffin. If anything, I hope you've made it a MacGuffin. You just somehow an entire adventure is born from it. It'd be amusing. Let's see here. My cat won't be told no matter how many times. Yeah, I understand. It's a passion mention never shown. That's good. Good. It's good. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. They always reference that for Frank. They always reference it. All right. Okay, I think we're going to go ahead and start our sprints. Probably only going to do about 4 sprints tonight. I'm going to keep it a relatively short stream. So yeah, if everybody's writing along, we just do 30-minute sprints. Everybody who's been here a million times, they get it. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and get rolling, and I am going to try and figure out what kind of insane campaign I have to build for my people. So, happy writing, everybody. And we will catch you on the other side. And away we go. Oh, give them Nell, just redeem, stand up, move, and stretch. And Maya redeemed a Hydra. You're just throwing them all at me. So be sure to stretch, stand up, and move while you are doing the words. And hydrate. But thank you. All right, let's... Oh, God. And the princess jumps up in my lap right as that happens. Oh. Nope, give them. No, just redeemed another stretch, so be sure to stand up and stretch, everybody. And hydrate. Gotta stay hydrated. Alrighty, everybody. That's the end of our first sprint. Feel free to take a break. Looks like we got ads coming in, so feel free to step away and yeah, go get something to drink. Don't escape the ads. And yeah, we'll go and start the break timer, and then yeah, we'll break for 10 minutes. Hopefully that was a decent writing sprint for everybody who is writing along. Let me go and run the ad, and we'll see y'all when you get back. Oh. There you go. Let me bring the music down. Oh, now you'd like to see the baby? Yue! Hey, Yue, come here. Come here. Come on. Oh, there you go. There's the princess. Hello, princess. Hey, Atanshi, welcome in. How goes the time zone? Hopefully all is well wherever you are. Need Kitty. Oh, Kitty's right here. Come here. I know, you're literally coming up earlier smacking me. Oh, hello, princess. There you go. All right. Oh, going all right. Well, that's good. All right is good. It's like a middle of the road good. Bum bum bum. I'm gonna turn the music down on my headset a little bit. Oh boy. Well, hello. All right. Got ads running. We are good. Oh man. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out how Bitdefender on one PC has X passwords, and on another it has X passwords, but not the ones just added or the other one. Oh man, I got an ad for. Oh goodness, Atana, you're dealing with like Bitwarden. My bad. Oh man, you're trying to suss out password stuff. Ooh. I don't. Ugh. That's the kind of stuff that just makes me want to give up and just go away. I'm just like, I can't. This hurts my brain. Managing. Yeah, I expected it to be synced. I would expect it to be synced as well, and that's why I think it would hurt my brain. It's because then I'd get flustered and upset. That technology is not doing the thing I want it to do. Yeah, well, I can poke it later. Yeah. Give them no. I got an advert for cat food thanks to UA. Oh, no. Oh, no. Well, she's right here. She's in my lap. So she is here. I'm sure you'll get her. The moment I stop paying attention to her or stop talking and start trying to write, she will she will come up and start screaming. So I can only see the back of UA's head. Is she a black cat? No. She's like, she's got a lot of black in her fur, but she's like black gray. She's like a black gray kind of cat, long hair, but she's very small. She's tiny. So, yeah, it's hard to see because unless she gets like right up on me and like tries to attack me, the camera the camera doesn't go low enough. But yeah, wee little kitty. Let's see. As long as I eject LastPass and finish my Google accounts, it'd be fine. Okay. Oh god. Oh boy. You're saying things. I'm just like, I don't know what any of this stuff is. I don't know. I thought I used to know about computers, but there's so much shit now. Let's see. LastPass is a joke. Got it. Passwords. Got it. Let's see. Oh, I should have a pet UA. I should do that. Give them now. I'll have a pet UA. Pet the kitty. Pet UA. Redemption. Even though I'm gonna pet her anyway. So, let's see here. Let's see, Mr. DeCat. I'm in a difficult chapter that I only have a loose idea of what's going so slowly. Yep, can't wait for chapter 3. It will write itself. That sometimes you get those middle between chapters where you like know what the thing you're trying to get to, the thing needs to happen. So sometimes it's a struggle. I get that. Yeah, my old lady was like that. I forget the term. um, Mr. DeCat, mine is black. Oh yeah, yeah. You got everybody got black kitties. Yeah. Yep. No, she's like she's not like a like a Halloween cat, black cat. She's just a she's got a lot of black fur. Precious. Let's see. Let's see here. Let's see. Password managers, last password. Yep. It's just been slow to resolve it. Got it. I know. I know. Writer streamer with a boop redemption. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Boop's a good one. That's maybe I'll do that one. I touch it. A boop. A little boop. What are the points pictures of? They're the torts. They're of my otter. I have a stuffed otter, and it's as fast. Oh, E2. Good lord. It's eventful. Hello, E to the Liz. Welcome in. Raid to the Liz. Welcome, 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 everybody. How was the stream, Liz? I hope it went fabulous. I was going to duck in earlier, but I had to finish eating before I started stream. But how was it? How went the eve? It was good, very productive, awesome. I am still. How are you? Welcome back. I am brain dead. I am very tired. I had to take a lot of drugs today to avoid a headache. So tonight I am just working on a prepping for a D&D campaign. So we'll get back to serious screenwriting next week. So I'm just doing lazy D&D prep, fantasy prep, keeping it chill because the brain is not working. Yeah. I'm glad yours was super productive, though. That is fantastic. Glad it was a chill night. Yes, very glad. Very need some chill nights. It's been a wild. It's been back to back work, which is good, but it's also sometimes, man. Sometimes the freelance lifestyle it can do a number on you. All right, but JC Boom, welcome in. I see you, JC Boom. Katie May Wright. Welcome, everybody. Can definitely be taxing. Yeah, it is. I think I've seen a movie based on Harakiri. It seems familiar. Yeah, I'm sure you have. It's a famous story. It's a famous book. But the 1962 film Harakiri is magnificent. It's one of the best. One, the story is fantastic. It's a Kobayashi. I also like Kobayashi a lot as a director because he was in the Japanese Imperial Army in World War II, and he was. I'll go and say he was a deeply anti-authoritarian guy, but he got conscripted. He got drafted into the Imperial Army, like a lot of people did, and sent to Manchuria, and so he was a prison guard for like Chinese prisoners in Manchuria during World War II. And that, like, he made a great film that's like it's 3 films, each one's like 2.5 hours, called The Human Condition, and it's kind of almost autobiographical about all the stuff he saw and like him trying to be like an advocate for the prisoners while he was working there. Anyway, so after the war, he came back and just makes these like deeply anti-establishment, anti-authoritarian like samurai films that are just awesome. Like they're some of the best samurai films ever made because they're like deeply critical of like of like essentially like Bushido and all the sort of like the sort of nationalized version of Japanese like honor-bound samurai tradition, and Harakiri is like the master class of that film. It's just all about like the hypocrisy of it and the like how deeply like violent and like wrong and like abusive those systems are, and it's such a great film, but it's done like Clue in an interesting. It's structured like Clue, or like almost like if you've ever seen the Chinese film Hero, where it's like a series of questions and you're trying to solve what really happened. But it's one of the best samurai. It's, in my opinion, the best samurai film ever made. I think it's better than Seven Samurai, which is also one of my favorite films, and it's Kurosawa. But let's see, Mr. DeCat. I plan on watching Jamperai Samurai for research, so I definitely want to watch it. Yeah. So the original Samurai trilogy, with uh Ooh, JC Boo. Yes, yes, lurk away, lurk away. Just M writes, welcome in. Hello, hello. Should check out Sista Samurai by Tatiana Obe. It's a novel or it's a novella. I've never heard of that. That's sounds cool. Um ooh. Oh man, okay. I'm definitely gonna check this out. That looks cool as hell. Okay. Nice. Yeah. Um it's super rad. Yeah, thank you for that. Thank you for the rec. It looks really cool. I am all in. The cover of it looks fucking awesome. Oh, is that a shampoo? A shampoo novella? Okay, cool. I'm into that. I am way into that. Okay, that's cool. Uh, oh man, the plug on it. This is no revenge story. I ain't got time for that. I've got errands, running things to do, barely enough time to make it home before sundown. I don't care why folks are going around stealing ink. I don't care why the monks are acting kind of strange. I don't care that everybody's expecting me to save them. I might be a sister samurai, but those days playing hero were back when my knees didn't ache and I wasn't the only one. She leaves, so leave me alone. I'm in. I'm so in. I'm into this. Hell yes. Yeah, it's like it looks like it's definitely like a female. It definitely looks like a take on sort of like Samurai Champloo a little bit, but I kind of like the direction this is going more than I like Samurai Champloo. Oh man, okay. All I want to do is get home, drink some tea, lemonade, enjoy my peace. I'm gonna ask so why are these demons daring to get in the way? Okay, yeah, that demands a read. That absolutely demands a read. Um, does some writes great take on all the samurai tropes. Awesome, um, perfect. And that is the kind of stuff that if it's something that leans into all the samurai tropes, but also at the same time comments slash subverts them or is a take on them, I'm probably gonna love it because that's some of my favorite stuff. Uh, but yes, that is fantastic. Thank you so much, Jesm writes. Thank you so much. That's right up my alley. Perfect. All right. I love that anime, but man, that ending was if it. Yeah, it's for what I like the music. I like all that stuff. I just wasn't. It didn't hit me the way that like that Cowboy Bebop or Space Dandy did. Um, the animation's always great. The direction's great. Music, just the way that Watanabe cuts and animates the music is always fantastic. But also, I had to follow and bounce. Hello, but I got to drop that rec and go. Justin writes, thank you so much for the rec and have a lovely night. Of course, no worries, no worries. Have a great, great evening. I feel like the wild one should have died. I'm inclined to agree with that. Maya redeemed hydrate. All right, everybody. And I have gone over the break timer, so I got to get back to work for all the for everybody who's actually trying to get work done. Because Lord knows, it's easy for me to get distracted and just continually babble about nonsense. All right, hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Is that a PSL? What? What's a PSL? What is that, Liz? A PSL? What is a PSL? I don't know what. Oh, a pumpkin. A pumpkin spice latte. Oh, I should. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I didn't realize it had a shorthand already. That's that's funny. No, that's green tea. I do not. I embrace the pumpkin spice latte life without drinking pumpkin spice lattes. I mostly just don't drink a lot of sweet things. Like that's really why. I have nothing against pumpkin spice lattes. I just don't. I like. I don't like sweets in my tea, or generally coffee. That's just me. That's just a me thing. For some reason, like obscene amounts of sugar is poison to me, which means that as much as I love going to the South, and I actually do really like sweetened iced tea in the South. Like sweet iced tea in the South is really good, but it's like poison to me. It like hurts me. But I'll sometimes have a little bit. It's like how sometimes I have a little bit of Coke just to be like that. I have a little bit of Coke that I can drink, and then that's it for like 6 months, because that's all I can handle. It's all my body can handle. All right. Green tea I need to buy more of. Yeah, that's a staple in my life. That's like all I drink. I once had someone tell me to go get the Southern iced tea boba. Oh, interesting. I got the Thai iced tea. I like Thai iced tea. Thai iced tea is good. I can only have it every once in a while, but if I'm at like a really nice like Thai place, I'll probably get like a Thai iced tea just as like a dessert kind of thing, because they are really good. They're very creamy and rich and you know, they're sugary, but they are very good. Um, exit mark, a little bit of Coke. Yeah, just a little bit. Don't worry, I'm not. It's an LA joke, but I'm not at the drawing room. Don't worry. Don't worry. A little bit of Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola. I'm using an idea from Samurai Real Life Story for this chapter. Awesome. That's great. Yeah, that's great. You absolutely should. Yeah. Yeah. I wonder which was sweeter, but I know. But I know what I chose. Yeah. Yeah. Thai's tea is pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. All right. All right, everybody. Back to the sprints. I think we're gonna go back and write. For those of you doing writing, I hope it is a productive sprint. And we'll see you on the other side. I'm gonna continue to just play Fantasyland Dungeons and Dragons, because that's all my brain can handle right now. Back to hell. You got this, Mr. DeCat. I believe in you. You got it. You got it. All right. Happy writing, everybody. We'll catch you on the other side. All right. Here we go, everybody. That's our second sprint down, I believe. Second sprint down. Always have more tacos would like you. That's true. I feel like tacos and I would get along really well. I don't know. There's definitely a period of my life where my staple diet was just eating tacos from a small taco stand near me. Let's see here. Punch like Nietzsche changed both Discord and Twitch icon. Oh, Munch Thonk. Oh, I like that image. That's cool. Hello, Isel. Hope you're doing well. I'm alive. Yeah, I feel like all of us are alive and tired and stuff. I definitely know I've been feeling the ennui / just exhaustion. Let's see. I'm alive, just tired. This is tough as fuck. I forgot how hard writing a first chapter is. It can be the hardest thing in the world sometimes. Is the first chapter, the first anything. The opening is rough. But also that's the nice thing. Yeah, is you can always go back and it's not set. You're not writing it in stone. These things are always flush, or not flush, flexible. They can be flush too, but flexible. Let's see. Oh, Webtoon creator. Nice. Alive is good. Hope you get rid of the tired soon. Yes. It's hard. Some people it is. Writing is rewriting. I am overthinking it. I want to escape to Outsiders. It's like, it's good to keep them open. Keep your options open. It's always good to have the staple story to go back to, though, or the thing you feel more comfortable being able to write. Actually, first up, let me check and make sure. Where's our ad situation? All right, let's see if I can I postpone the ads? Oh, I can't. All right, everybody, we're gonna run some ads, so I apologize if you get caught up in the ads. Feel free to go get some coffee, do something like that. I just don't want it to interrupt the next sprint. So we're going to run it now. For everybody out there who gets caught in the ads, I'm sorry. Go run away. Go run away from the ads. Go make tea. Go do something aside from being advertised to. Let's see. Oh, boy. Okay. That went better than I thought. Good, Mr. DeCat. Yay. That's good to hear. Here's what you do. Write three chapters. Now the third chapter is your first chapter. That's a really smart way to do it. That definitely, it gets you always get into a scene at the latest possible moment and get out of a scene at the earliest possible moment, man. Keep it brief, keep it moving. Or write the whole thing and your last chapter is your first. That's brutal. That's rough. Though I do have one story that is putting me in an odd position. Oh, interesting. What position? Or just like, I'm assuming structurally putting you in an odd position. Yeah, ads. I mean, boo ads. What are you working on? Oh, I am working on right now. I'm just prepping the next big D&D campaign I'm running for my friends and family. Because we did a big 3-year-long COVID D&D game, and I've been taking some downtime, and because I'm still pretty foggy, mentally not all there, I figured I'd save getting back to the proper screenwriting and all my actual work till next week. So I'm knocking out world building and building a seafaring archipelago D&D campaign, and we'll see how that goes. I was surprised when everyone said they wanted a seafaring archipelago campaign. So I'm pulling on my Earthsea, all my Ursula K. Le Guin fantasy knowledge to try to build a really, really robust nautical themed campaign. Let's see. Basically, one heals the other and helps them succeed in life. And when they meet in real life, finally, the favor is returned. Is that the end or the 50% part? Oh, interesting. I would say that's the 50% part because then I would blow all of that up in the latter 50%. But that's just me. I'm also a big fan of strong midpoints where at the middle of the story, movie, novel, you suddenly realize you're reading a very different novel than you thought you were, or watching a different movie than you thought you were. But that's just me. I like movies that kind of flip the script, so to speak, in like the midpoint of the story, and you're like, oh snap, this is what this is. Oh, because those are always the films that and stories that really really call to me or speak to me. Um, I'm trying to write the first chapter, starting with the main character returning home from graduating military school, um, and the day of her return, she gets drafted. Oh, interesting. Okay. I wonder, Maya, have you ever read? Well, actually, you should watch the movie because the book is the movie. The movie's like satirical and anti-fascist, while the book is actually kind of fascist, which is why I think when they adapted it, they kind of made fun of the book in the adaptation. But if you haven't, oh, you don't read. I would highly suggest Starship Troopers. I don't know why I love that whole, that if you Starship Troopers is really, if you're doing anything with like military schools and like unfortunate events that lead to exciting circumstances, Starship Troopers is a good like base for it. A good base for that sort of thing. Yes. Maybe the term is called the term is called not draft. I don't know. It's curious. Tricks played on genre readers tend to be follies. I mean, it could be. I don't. I don't know. I don't know if that's maybe that's true. I don't know. Those are the things that excite me because just leaning into genre tropes tend to just make me tired. I always like the. And in anime terms, I'd almost say like Madoka Magica or something like that, where you watch the first 3 episodes and you're like, okay, yeah, cute magical girl with a little bit of edge and dark, and then it's like, oh no, that's not what this show is about at all. It just flips the whole thing, and it's just mwah. I mean, like everything. Evangelion does it. I don't know what it is about that. I feel like I want to push the genre readers, even genre film people. I just want to be like, no, you're going to accept that I'm flipping this whole thing on its head and you're going to like it, damn it. But anyway, that's just, yeah. But I've rated I knew that's what you meant, yeah. Mr. DeCat, love that film, yes. Anything Paul Verhoeven did with social satire, like from RoboCop to Starship Troopers, just so, and the fact that he casted like CW, like the most beautiful people in the world to be in it, so it looked like a teen CW like thing, and then he was like, actually this whole thing is about Nazis. It's so good. It's so, oh god, it's so good. I love it so much. You have to read for research. That film has such a terrible I have such a terrible anecdote. Oh really? Do you want to know more? Would you like to know more? Click. I had this universal remote on a casino diary device. I watched it a few times and I was oh really? Oh, that's crazy. And I watched it a few times when I was young. I bet that's, yeah. Madoka and Ava are legendary. Yeah, but those are the things that I've always really liked. I just like that type of storytelling, and it probably comes from that. I'm just assuming that's what. Probably that, and then 2001 is... Oh, you know what? Actually, where I think it does come from, because even before I watched Evangelion, I watched a David Lynch film called Lost Highway, and there was something about... It doesn't happen at the halfway point, but there's something where something happens in the story that's utterly inexplicable, like almost magical, in a not magical story. It's just this inexplicable thing just happens. And... it just, the whole narrative changes all of a sudden, like it all winds back together at the end, and like it sort of like synthesizes itself. But man, god, like if you haven't seen the movie Lost Highway by David Lynch, those of you who have seen it will probably know exactly what I'm talking about, because there's a moment in that movie that just flips like everything, and you're like, whatever just happened is insane. And it's just like, it breaks the world. He just completely breaks the world, and then you kind of accept it and follow the new story, and then it all kind of winds back together. And I don't know why, but I find those to be the most compelling. But of course, David Lynch is one who literally his entire career was defying genre expectation. That's like half of what he did. Um, yeah, Madoka and new. Oh, there's a new. Oh man, but I didn't even like the movies, man. The movies bum me out. Like the new Madoka or the Madoka. What was it like? Rebellion, Madoka Magica Rebellion. All the stuff they made after the show just wasn't. It didn't work for me. So, I'm a little worried about that. Oh, okay. The new movie is an alternate to Rebellion. Yeah, maybe I'll check it out. I mean, the show is perfect. Like, it ends perfectly. It's a perfect ending. The show ended. It's fine. It works. The story works. But you know how anime be. They gotta alternate universe, change some things, move some things around. I'm sure the animation and everything is great. Yeah, and not all movies. The Utna movie. If you've ever watched Revolutionary Girl Utna the movie is fantastic. And also that movie, my friend calls it "Bitch, I'm a Car," and that is what that movie is. Is hello, bitch, I'm a car, because that's kind of what it is. Yeah, Utna's fantastic. I love Utna, but that movie is amazing. Where it's just like, oh, we're gonna have two gay characters, the biggest like gay lesbian anime made at the time, and then it's just like we're gonna have two of them become a car, and like what? Okay, what's happening? Anyway, oh boy, I'm so behind on chat. Thanks to you, I got the rest of my work done for the week this evening. Now I can finally write my personal project. Exit mark. Congrats! Yay! Congratulations. Yes. Get the actual personal work done to reward yourself. My Titanfall should be made into an animated series because that shit is sick. The mechs in that are my personal favorite. Oh man. I mean the mechs do look cool in Titanfall. I never played Titanfall, but the mechs are very cool. Yeah, okay. I like the movies. It's a ride. Let's see. Now I get to a headache from writing. Lovely. That happens. You can also take a break, Mr. Decat. If it's getting too rough for you, you can absolutely like take a break and don't give yourself a headache writing too much. And I saw the Calafina live. Oh no shit, really? That's awesome, Itachi. That's rad. Let's see. Oizel. Get laughing. Yeah. Has anyone seen the vending machine anime? Shit is goofy, but it looks fun. I saw a trailer for it. I want to watch the Cat is Depressed one. That's like the next goofy weird one I'm gonna check out. But I'm so behind on my anime at this point. I'm so behind on everything, but anime especially, I'm very behind on. Yeah, it is. No, it looks so stupid. It's good stupid. The voice actress of Maple and Buffon plays the leading lady. Both are gluttonous. It take me out of the story before I watch. I mean, it's fine. I keep that in mind. Thank you. He's basically a magical device with sentience. Yeah, which is funny because there's a side quest to that in there's a side quest in the Cyberpunk game that has that plays with the idea of a sentient vending machine. So I'm wondering if that's where they got the idea from that. Although no, in Japan probably not because it's pretty like vending machines all over the place in Japan. So it's not a jump to be like, what if this was sentient? Now wait for the sentient vending machine to be teleported away into an isekai world where it has to suddenly become the greatest shonen action hero, and then that's when we'll hit peak anime. It'll just be peak anime at that point. Also, Mushoku Tensei is still hitting hard. I know. I will get there. I will get there, Maya. Eventually, I will at least sit down and watch a few episodes of Mushoku Tensei to see if it's my jam. Sword Dad is also wonderful. I've heard I was a sword when I was reincarnated. I heard about that one at Tasani, and it sounded pretty funny. Yeah, I want to check out the Sword Isekai too. I want season 2. Same. I need to watch that. I fucking want season 2 of Grimgar. We all want season 2 of Grimgar. I wanted season 2 of Grimgar 8 years ago when that show came out. I watched that show when it came out. It was one of the first things I watched in conjunction with when like simulcasting on Crunchyroll. I remember I was watching Grimgar and I fell in love with that show. This is one of the rare instances where an isekai, a modern isekai, like actually got me. Season 2 of Eminence of Shadow is October. Hype. That's cool. Yeah, I'm down for that. I don't know. I don't know if anybody in chat watched Akiba Maid War, but that was the last like surprise anime that just made me happy and was utterly delightful, which was a Yakuza, like 1970s Yakuza movie anime, but with like idol or like maid cafes. Yeah, it ends strong. I mean, if you have to kind of be into like old like Sejun Suzuki like old Yakuza movies like Prisoner, like Scorpion Prisoner and all that kind of stuff. But it was also just very delightful. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Um, I saw it. I think it could happen eventually. Don Manchi and Devil is a part timer got a season 2 after like 5 years. Yeah, the anime that needs a second season um that I'm waiting for Orange to go back to is Land of the Lustrous because I'm a big fan of that comic. That manga is so good, and I think she finally started it back up again, so it's probably gonna be wrapping up. But it needs a second season after that first season. It's so that show is amazing and that comic is amazing. All right, okay, we should probably hop back on the sprint before I babble on too long. I always go over. I'm terrible at this. Gotta wait 4 years for season 2 of Heavily Delusion. Oof. I fell in love with Oshinoko. Oshinoko. Never saw that coming when it started. The manga's only one. Oh, yeah. Oof. All right. All right, everybody. All right, I'm going to start the timer, but feel free to keep on chatting away, and I'll be active in chat too. But for everybody who just wants to get grit to work, let's go and start the sprints. All right, happy writing, everybody. We'll catch you on the other side. Alrighty, and there we go. That is the end of our Our third sprint, I think. Yeah, third sprint down, and I think we'll start the timer and get ready for our last sprint of the night. I think with this one, I'm gonna attempt to do. Trying to figure out. It was funny, like during that last sprint, I just noticed my D&D group was fondly remembering the last campaign. It was like, what do you say? Anyone else have D&D Glory Day daydreams? And I was like, oh, it's funny. I'm working on the next D&D campaign, and they're all fondly remembering the last one. So I guess that feels good. Perfectly timed. We're all on the same wavelength, apparently. Exit mark redeemed. Hydrate. So be sure to hydrate, everybody. Go ahead and get a drink. There we go. Right. What do we got here? I definitely need a tea break. Yes, Mr. DeCat. Yes, I feel that. I'm almost out of tea. I might have to. I'd probably be good for the last sprint here. Exit Mark, I'm gonna head out for the night. Good luck with the rest of your stream. See you all later. Have a great night, Exit Mark. Take care. Love you all. Have a wonderful night, and yeah, get some rest. Rest up. Definitely try and rest. That's like rest is what's on my mind right now. Just like rest and self-care. Do not push yourselves. Lord knows I have a hard time doing it. I need to rewrite my story completely. Oh no, that's not good. It bothers me. I have 10k words maybe. Are you writing like a short story? Is it short or is it a novel or like a novella? I can't. Did you already say? You might have already said, and I just missed it. I don't know. You're not sure. Probably needs a lot more. Gotcha. Yeah. I mean, do you feel like, are you done? Are you already like wrapping it up at 10,000? Because I mean, it could be like a novella. It could be something short, like unless like 20,000 words. Nah. Trying to pull from RuneQuest for my RuneQuest rather than D&D. At least not just like the actual gods, but the way it's the foundation of the way they've built their pantheon in Chaosium's RuneQuest. Because I feel like that sort of Bronze Age deity is going to fit better for like a nautical thing. Deities being actually in the world versus the way like D&D positions them, where they're kind of like, they have their like the astral realms and things like that, like actually have them like existing in the temples, like on the material plane. I don't know. I'm trying. I'm gonna see if it works. It might not. I'm gonna have to make it work with like D&D's assumptions about magic and the mechanics therein. But Mr. Guy could make it a part of a series of short stories. I had a plan to do that at some point before my current one. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I used to want to always. It's not short stories, but I always wanted to make anthology films. Like I always wanted to make a really good just one anthology film because I love anthology films. So like Akira Kurosawa's Dreams, or Masaki Kobayashi's Kwaidan, which is a series of like ghost stories or like horror stories. Yeah, so I like anthologies. There's something really really fun about anthology books. Maya Bob was here. What is that reference to? Who is Bob and why was Bob here? Or is that a reference to something? It's probably a reference to something I just am not getting. So many of the references go over my head. I try to keep up. What do we got here? All right, let me snooze the ads so we don't have any more ads. Yeah, we will go ahead and snooze the ads. So that should be able to get us through the last sprint with no ads. The dream. The dream about always trying to bypass ads. All right. Actually, let me go ahead and see who is. All right. Maya, I bought Halloween candy. Awesome. You got Halloween candy, but it will be gone before October comes. Are you just gonna eat it all? Do you still get like trick or treaters where you are? That's the thing. Like that was a big thing when I was a kid, and I don't feel like anybody does that anymore. I just don't see it. I mean, I'm in LA, so I don't know if they just don't. I'm in an apartment building, so, with doors, so it makes sense that I guess probably not where I'm at, but like in like neighborhoods and stuff, I just don't see. It. Um, yeah, no, it was a big thing when I was a kid too. Man, my city messed up 2 years ago. They don't like moving the date. Sunday was a beautiful day. Sunday was beautiful. Oh, they don't like moving the day. Oh, so they don't like doing it on a weekend. So they move it around. Sunday was beautiful and the day of was horrible. Gotcha. That's too bad. That's rough. Who do we got? But yeah, I feel like that was like a necessary thing, man. I don't know. I don't know. I keep saying I'm gonna like dress up. I haven't dressed up for Halloween in years, just because it's also but as an adult, when you dress up, it's almost like you have to. It's like expensive. It's like cosplay at that point. So it's always felt like too expensive. But I really wanted like do it, like get back into that. But yeah, I'm also not participating. Maybe I should do something this year. Yeah, I used to buy like a bunch of candy and just have it in case someone came by, but no one ever did. So just my roommates and I would eat all the candy at the end because no one ever showed up. Particularly when we first moved into this apartment. Yeah, I mean this was years ago. We did it for the first couple years and then just gave up. I feel there would be more Halloween goers if they gave the day after Halloween off for school. Yeah, because that is a thing. It's like for school. Because, yeah, you stay out late, eat too much candy, and recuperate. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It is difficult. Drunk on chocolate. I never did try to eat it all at once. Kids are weird. Yeah, I mean, I went on a tirade earlier about how sugar is poison to me, and I have a hard time with sugar. So I definitely did not eat a lot of candy at night when I would go trick-or-treat. For me, trick-or-treating was all about like dressing up and running around and being weird. It was less about getting the actual like sugar. I usually would have to like have other people. I would have to have other people eat my candy usually. I don't do anything for Halloween, but next year I'm skipping. I'm going to go to Germany and go, dude, Oktoberfest is wild, man. I wasn't there I wasn't there over Halloween, but I was there right as it was kicking off in Munich. And it was wild. Like, it was wild. That's a crazy time. That's a crazy place to be. Although I'm not a huge, I mean, Munich is cool. Definitely one of the best breweries is in Munich. Oh God, Augustiner, I think is what it's called. It's something like Augustiner. I'm trying to remember, but also Hofbrau is there too, and both those breweries are really, really, really good. But Berlin is the coolest city ever. I stand by the fact that Berlin is like the best city that I've been of the main cities out of Frankfurt, Munich, and Berlin. Berlin is one of my favorite cities in the entire world. It's the best. So if you ever get a chance, go to Berlin. And if you go to Berlin, you won't get like the Munich like Oktoberfest like the crazy thing, but you'll be able to get enough of the sort of like German Oktoberfest experience in Berlin, and also get the museums and everything else Berlin has to offer. That because Munich is kind of like a rich people village. It's like where a lot of really well. It's part of Bavaria, so it's where a lot of wealthy people in Germany live. Is out in like Munich. Um, Last scene went on longer than I thought it would. That happens too. But you know, you got it. I celebrated Oktoberfest in late last spring in Tokyo at Tokyo Tashani. That's awesome. Oh God, I miss Japan so much. Japan's like one of my favorite countries to go to. I love it. I love visiting there. Mr. DeCat, want to visit there at some point. I'm sure that's more impressive. I basically drank beer at a park table. Gotcha. Beautiful though. I mean, Tokyo Tower. That the area around Tokyo Tower. I was there in 2017. 20 yeah, I think it was 2017. So it's been a while, but ugh. Tokyo was a lot of fun. There was a lot of good stuff in Tokyo. Although it's radically different now. Um it's I've heard like a lot of my favorite places have already closed from COVID, so I have to go find all my new favorite places again. Let's see. I've actually never done anything alone as an adult, even go to the store on my own. So going to Oktoberfest next year alone will be an eye-opening. That is you are definitely jumping, going from 0 to 110 doing that. But just be safe. Germany's a pretty safe place, but be safe if you're gonna go do that. I have an experience as an adult that isn't really an adult, or so it feels. Yeah, just be safe. But Germany's a pretty cool place, and I think you'd have a blast there. I did 05 and 13. I need to go back, but no money. Yeah, worth it. It's hard. It's hard to grow without pushing that. It's definitely worth going. I am a firm believer that travel is good for people, and people should travel as much as humanly possible if you can. I always traveled for work. I actually have never paid for a vacation. I've never had enough money to like afford a vacation like that. But I used to, essentially, if I had a job somewhere, I would fly out a week early and stay there, and then stay a few days late. Is how I usually would have a kind of vacation, but it was almost always for work. Um, yeah. I defo skipping the last sprint to recover. That makes sense, Mister DeCat. Go take a break. You're fine. Um, Thing is, I'm also going to use word packers and visit a couple of countries. Oh, very world packers, visit a couple countries, Japan and possibly South Korea. Awesome. That's cool, Maya. Definitely do that. Definitely do that. I've only spent a couple of days in South Korea. I enjoyed it a lot. The food is really good. It's definitely, if you go to Seoul, it's a party town for sure. Um, Also, like crazy cosmetics there. So, if for whatever reason you're ever interested in cosmetics, it is. There's a lot of cosmetics there, like crazy cosmetics. Um, yeah, but Japan is like, my heart is like split between Japan and Berlin, specifically Berlin. Have a good stream. Oh, thank you, Mr. Yeah, have a good stream. One of the best. Oh, thank you so much, Mr. DeCat. I'm glad it was. I hope I didn't babble too much. Speaking of which, we should get started on the last sprint, so we will do that. But have a lovely night. Take care, Mr. DeCat, and hope to see you later. All right, let's go ahead and get rolling on the final sprint, and away we go. Happy writing, everybody. Happy writing. Literally say, but I can't decide which one I think I'll like more. Just go to both, then make up your mind, or do what I do, which is go to both and not be able to make up my mind. But that's cool. I actually think that's cool. Just have two favorite places. Oh shit! Thank you, Omega Black Champion, for the tier 1. Subscribed for 2 months. Thank you so much. Alrighty, everybody. That is our last break, or last sprint of the night. Not last break. I guess it is the last break, kind of. Hopefully that was a productive sprint for everyone. All right, let me go ahead, and apparently ads are about to hit like 30 seconds. Let me see who's on. Is there anybody on? Is there anybody on I can raid into? I don't see anyone writing right now. Does anyone in the chat have a person that they watch on? Because I don't mind raiding in. If y'all have somebody that you watch that's on, but I'm looking to see if anyone's writing, and I'm not seeing anybody. You got 5,700 words. Congrats, Maya. Well done. Well done. Let's see. Slight miscalculation. Well done. Well, the oops, slight. 656. Nope. It's 0. Well, sometimes that happens. That's nothing wrong with that. Watching Panga. I see. Gotcha. All right. Well, I don't see anybody. I know everyone. I don't see anyone just writing right now. It's like a dead night tonight. Jeez. Oh, and the ads hit. Lewd manga, the perversion. The perversion. By God, you how perverted can you be? Yeah. Let's see, what do we got here? All right. Well, no one I know's on, and searching's not. Who are you? Oh, okay. Lady Winter, Fantasy Writer's on. Dive in and say hello there, maybe. Yeah. All right. Well, let me wait for the ad to be over before we do that. Ugh. It still gets so hot in this room. Even it's just the computer. Let's see here. They don't look to be particularly active, but or at least chatty. But if you let's see here. Oh, she went to Full Sail, or they went to Full Sail. Nice. Oh, she is. She went to Full Sail. Published author. Oh man, from Alaska. Congrats. All right, cool. Yeah, we'll go say hi to her. But I'm going to dip off and go to bed. But for everybody who is not being accosted by advertisements, thanks for hanging out. And I hope it was a productive writing time for you. All right, let me get the raid set up. Okay. Whew. All right. Da, da, da. Oh, man. Ads. Those brutal ads. Bum, 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 bum. All right. Well, I got decent amount of stuff done. Although campaign prepping, at least for me, always takes a stupid amount of time. Way more time than I have any right to be doing, because most of it does not wind up coming up into being useful during the actual campaign, but that's for whatever reason that just makes me feel more comfortable having all that nonsense figured out. There we go. Almost done with the stupid ad. Oh, and the princess wakes up right at the end to let us all know. All right, looks like the ads are over. So everybody who is still writing and working, it looks like we're gonna go. We're gonna go ahead and dive into Lady Winter, fantasy writer, and looks like she's writing along. So yeah, hopefully, for those of you who still are going to be writing this evening, it is a productive evening. Ba-bam. All right. All right, everybody. For those of you who joined and for all the new followers, thank you so much. And yeah, I'll be back later this weekend, and we'll be back to our regularly scheduled programming next week. Love you all. Take care. Self-care is important, and we'll see you all later. All right. Alrighty. All right. Adios, everybody. Take care of yourselves.